I'm back to make another video. I gotta keep this YouTube channel active. Gotta keep it active. Looking for my pink hat, but I couldn't find it. Whatever. So, what have I been up to these past? The fuck was that sound? But I just have a few updates for you guys. Should I tell you guys? Should I not? I don't know. Kind of conflicted between telling you guys and not telling you guys. But a few significant events did happen in the past few couple days, and I don't know. Am I able to talk about that or not? Let me see. Well, I'll give you guys a little story before I get to the main part. Just making the filter pop right now. Let's just keep the story. So, the other day, I'm at jiu-jitsu, and before I start training, like warming up or just waiting for the instructor to go on the mat, or we're waiting for everyone to come through, maybe there's one person that's like 1 minute late or something, before we start rolling, not before we start drilling, because in jiu-jitsu typically it's like you go there, get changed, put your stuff on, whatever, simple obviously, and then you step on the mat, and then you start warming up first. You warm up, you do hip escapes and stuff like that, blah blah, or whatever the move of the day is, Grammy rolls, I don't know what the fuck. And then after the warm up, you do the drill. After the drill, you do sparring. Now, drilling is basically specific movements that you need to learn so that you can get better at your jiu-jitsu. And then sparring is where you actually test what you already know. It's like a test basically. It's like a test. In a way, it's a test, but it's not really a test. So before all of that started, the guy comes up to me and he's telling me how he went on holiday to Spain and he did this and that. And apparently he comes home. Now this is the kicker. He's outside, he's on holiday in Spain, he's friends in the hotel. He comes back home to that hotel at night after he went clubbing or something. I don't know, he went partying or something. And then he comes home and he sees his friend lying on the bed. And I think he was I don't know, I wasn't there. He told me what happened. But he tells me that his friend died. He died of a heroin overdose. He overdosed on heroin. I wonder how that actually feels to... I mean, I'm not I'm not interested in those kind of drugs, but I'm just wondering, what makes a person want to try a drug that will possibly leave them dead? What makes a person want to do that? Is it the position that their life is in? Is it because they're despair and they feel like there's no way out? Or do they feel like their life is over or they're a fuck up? What is it? Addiction, that's what it's about. Addiction is the root of the problem. And then if you look deeper into the addiction part, it's going to be coming from perhaps trauma. I don't know. The same reason why I smoke weed. Why do I smoke weed? I mean, it's a nice drug. I mean, I don't know. Why do millions of other people smoke it? I don't know. But why do you smoke it? Because honestly, I don't really know. I guess I kind of got used to it. It's kind of like a habit. It's an expensive habit. But yeah, you guys see the comment the other day? I was literally just looking through my YouTube comments, and one of the guys was like, "Oh, your parents disowned you. You have nothing going on for you." All right, well, it's good to know. Good to know. Thank you very much for telling me that. Whoever that was in the comment section. Who was that in the comment section that told me that? Probably some hater. I don't know who it was. trying to figure it out now. Oh yeah, I did buy a new bike this month. I bought a new bike. Well, I didn't buy a new bike. I bought a bike because I didn't have a previous bike before that. Can't remember. My English is definitely getting rusty. It's getting rusty because I don't really use it that much. I use Dutch more. Kind of learning it now. So every day, where the fuck is my book at? The one I always used to learn Dutch with. It's in my bag, right? But anyways, every day I get this book, and then I basically like go on this website that says Learn Dutch, and I'm just learning the vocabulary right now. I don't know. I think my bag is like right behind me. So show you fuck. I haven't got like a lot of progress, but I'm getting there. This fucking notebook's filthy. There it is. This is the action notebook that they gave me. They gave me this in December, actually, when I was how do I say it? When they gave me this in December for the Christmas holidays, right? Yeah, this is like, you see, just some words and stuff. What is dit? Dit is een pen. Is the pen SWAT? Yeah, the pen is SWAT. This is basic stuff. Just learning it from the foundation. But that's basically what I'm doing. Trying to learn different shit. You know, sometimes I think am I a fuck up? That's what I wonder to myself. Am I a fuck up? Not really, right? You're not a fuck up. Like, you're actually not a fuck up. You're not a fuck up. Alright. Thanks for telling me that. What makes me a fuck up? I don't know. I mean, there's nothing. You're not a fuck up. I know that. I did make some friends. You know, I actually, I do have friends. You know, I said that on YouTube. I don't have any friends, but I actually do. Why? I guess I'm just playing this character, sympathetic character. You know, some people use sympathy as a tool of manipulation. Alright, that's pretty much all of it. Now let's mix this baby up. Woo! This is gonna be a nice one. Oh yes, Anne Frank. I read a lot more into her book. Like I read it very in depth. She talks about how her family was persecuted by the Well, first she was born in the Netherlands. Then she went to Germany because of the anti-Jewish laws that were being produced by Hitler and his cronies. They go to the Netherlands, but then the war breaks out, and Germany attacks the Netherlands in 1940, I believe, and they take over. The Nazis take over the Netherlands in 1940. Then the Jews, then the Franks, they go into hiding. Otto Frank, Anne Frank, Margaret Frank, and the mom, I forgot her name. I don't know. The mom, and then there's Peter, and then there's the parents of Peter, the mom and the dad, the Van Gels or something, the Van Gels, something like this. And I think there's another family that lives with them later, but those are the people in the attic. I don't know. I don't really care about her story. Like, I've already learned it. Like, I've already listened to the audiobook. Whatever, man. I don't really care anymore. But it's interesting to see the human condition, because people will sell you out at the drop of a dime. People will sell you out so quick, your head will spin. That's what that taught me. That book taught me. Never trust anyone 100%. Trust is important. It's important. You know, trusting people is very important. You should trust people. Obviously, that Doesn't mean that just because some person fucked you over doesn't mean you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm never gonna trust anyone again." That's kind of stupid and mental problems. But yeah, you have to be able to trust, because there are some people that are trustworthy out there. Just very difficult to find them, and even those people you can't trust 100%. You can trust them maybe 80%, 85%. How do you measure trust? Like, how do you measure it? Is it either all in or out? Well, you can have some safeguards against the information that they're telling you. Like, for example, you can ask someone else to verify what they're saying if it's true. Or, I mean, how do people, like, this is actually a very good question that I'm actually been pondering the whole time. When people are being tortured, what is the purpose of torture? Because think about it, guys. Just hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. When you're torturing someone, you're trying to find some type of information that they're hiding. Now, how do you know they're going to give you the right type of information based on what you're asking them to tell you? Can't they just lie? If they just lie, or they can just tell you what you want to hear, I'm kind of like lost and conflicted. What is the purpose of torture at that point if they're just going to tell you what you want to hear? Where is Alan? And I'm like, I don't know where Alan is. And then they take a nail off. And then you're like, oh, Alan is in somewhere, so and so. But you know he's not there. So I guess they're going to go check the location and verify what you're saying is true. And if it's not, they just come back and kill you. Yeah, but then what if he moves locations? What if he is constantly on the move? You see how that line of thinking doesn't always work. It just seems a bit stupid and barbaric, in my opinion. I just think it's outdated and stupid and barbaric. Like, what is the point? Like, the dude's obviously gonna tell you anything to make you stop torturing him. So it's like, what's the point? That's just what I've been thinking a little bit in my head. When I shut the camera off, I'm gonna have one of these bagels. I'm gonna have this bagel right here. I don't know if you guys can see my eyes. I'm gonna have this bagel with some Nutella and peanut butter. And then I'm gonna watch the fights tonight on the UFC Fight Pass. I do have Fight Pass. I'm gonna watch it on Fight Pass. I might play some PS5 later. I know you guys don't. I know. My parent. Just don't say anything about that. But yeah. So yeah, I might play some PS5, watch some fights on UFC, maybe gamble a bit more. That's kind of iffy, sketchy, you know. Pop, you know. I was at the coffee shop the other day. I was talking to these fuckers, right? And they were talking about politics. It always gets sketchy when you talk politics with other people. Like, just gets very sketchy. Like, because, you know, you're never gonna agree because you don't see eye to eye. Do the Republicans and the Democrats agree? See what I'm talking about? Like, it's sketchy, man. It's very, very difficult. I think I'm overcomplicating it, but I think it's fucking sketchy as fuck, man. Politics gets very sketchy at times. Alright, man, let me finish this fucker. Baby, this is gonna be a nice one, huh? Yeah, it will be. Just make sure you spread out the stuff in between. Don't make sure it's spread out. Like, don't let it get clustered in one area. Am I gonna go to the gym today? That's actually a good question. Oh shit! Yeah. I'm gonna go jiu-jitsu today. But it's at 11 o'clock. I think I already missed it. Oh no, I didn't. Got like 15 minutes till jiu-jitsu starts, so I think I'm gonna go, or I'm just gonna go to sleep. I don't know, man. I thinking about it. Should I go to jiu-jitsu now? Or should I just go to sleep? Or should I go to the gym? Tempted. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how I feel. Um, what are my plans for this YouTube channel? This is important. You know, because I am making some money off my job and this and that. You know, I do have some announcements I have to make. Man, sometimes I just feel like shit does not go uphill for me right now. Well, shit always flows downhill, bro, not uphill. Of course, of course, of course. The weather's very nice today, babe.